Playing craps on a cruise and winning a free cruise just for playing craps without playing the pass line? Let's find out why I don't play the pass line when playing craps. Here we go. Welcome to the Holy Roller. If you're a craps and or cruising enthusiast, then you're in the right place. Today I'm going to show you more about the game of craps on a cruise so we can play in such a way to potentially increase our bankrolls and get that offer for a complimentary stateroom for two on our next cruise. Yes, a free cruise offer. Remember, holy means different, distinct, and devoted, and that's how we roll. So let's get rolling. I'm going to talk about the odds, playing odds, and what that bet is. Now, if we're going to be learning how to play craps on a cruise in order to win a free cruise, then we should probably know how the betting works. And so I'm going to explain in this video not only how the betting works, but why I never play the pass line and odds. Now, some people say, what? That's how I was trained to play. But I'm going to show you exactly why I don't play the pass line and odds if I'm not rolling. And so let's talk about how the odds work and what the payouts are. Most of the time, it's a $10 table, so your minimum bet on the pass line would be $10. Now, let's say they roll a point and the point becomes 6, and now the point is 6 and the game is on. And so we're on 6. We have to roll a 6 before we roll a 7 in order to win this bet. Now, when you place this bet, you didn't know it was going to be a 6. You just knew that, hey, I want to see if they will pass. Meaning that they're going to roll a number and then roll that number again before they roll a 7. That's how you pass or win. So let's say they roll a 6. Now the point is 6 and I have my bet here, but placing odds is right behind here. I can place $10 as odds, and what I'm doing here is I'm betting when I don't know what the number is. Right here I'm betting when I do know what the number is. Now, let's say they roll a 6 and they win. I would win $10 here, and then I would win $12 here. For a total of $20, I win $22. Now, this brings me to the point of why I don't play the pass line. Because if I wanted to take $20 or even $18 and place it on the 6, then I would get paid better. So let's set it up and do the math once more. So my $20 pays $22. If I placed $18 on the 6, it would pay $21. Let's count it up. So down here, I paid $20 to win $22. Up here, I paid $18 to win $21. Sure, it's just a few dollars, but every dollar adds up. The other thing to keep in mind is down here, this bet on the pass line is a contract bet. I cannot pick it up no matter what. But when I place on the box numbers, I can either take it down or turn it off, press, or regress. Now keep in mind, these bets are the same whether it's a 6 or an 8. They pay off the exact same. A 5 and a 9 pays off the exact same. Let's do the 5. So I have my $10 pass line bet, hoping that they will pass before I knew it was a 5. The puck comes out, it's a 5, and now I place $10 behind. Now it's important to know if the point is an odd number, it needs to be even on odds. For example, if we did $25 on the pass line, $26 would be what we'd want to put here because that would be an even amount. If it's an odd number, even odds, meaning the number right here needs to be an even number. 10 is even number, 26 is even, 5 is odd. Odd number, even odds. All right, back to our setup. If this one would win, you would win $10 here and you'd win $15 here. So my bet of $20 would win $25. Now the best way to think about it is the pass line always pays even money. Depending on the number and the odds, it pays different back here. Like we said on the 6 and 8, for every red, it doubles and gets a white for every red. Now that's with the 6 and 8. However, with the 5 and 9, the odds are different because it pays even plus half, which is an extra $5, meaning that $20 would pay even money here and even plus half which is $15 here. So $20 pays $25. What about up here? That same $20 there versus here, where $20 pays $25. If you were to place it there, $20 actually pays $28. An extra $3 for playing it there. That's why I don't play the pass line, because every dollar counts. All right, that's for the 5 and 9. What about the 4 and 10? All right, I had my pass line bet out. The point rolled, it became a 4. Now I'm doubling down, meaning I'm believing that they're going to pass. Before I knew it was the number, now I know it's the 4, and now I'm double down on my bet, and this is what I would win if they roll a 4 before they roll a 7. I would win flat money here, as always, on the pass line, and then here you would win double. So for a $20 bet, I would win a total of $30. What happens if I put my $20 there? Now this is pretty interesting because on the 4 and 10, anything above $15 going to 20 means that you would have to buy the bet, which pretty much means that you're going to have to pay a tax or a percentage, 5%, for placing that bet. So a $20 bet would have a buy button on it, and the buy button would move it right inside the box, and it would cost $1. Let's put that here so we don't forget. So the $20 right there, if the 4 or the 10 hits when you place $20 on the 4 and the 10, let's just talk about the 4. If the 4 hits, I get paid $39, sometimes $38, but if I have to pay an extra $1, and even if I had to pay this and I take this down, I'm still making well over $30 for my $20 bet. Over here, $20 wins 30. Up here, $20 wins close to 35 or more. The reason why I say that is some casinos play it a little bit different, so it's either between $38 to $39. Now, me personally, I would never buy the 4 for $20 because that costs $1. I would always bump it up to $25 for a buy because $25 also costs $1 and it pays $50 for $1 to place that bet back. If I was to place this bet for $1 and it hits and I get $50 and I say and down, I wouldn't have to pay that $1 again. I would just get my money back. And that's the same for the 4 or the 10. All right, now let's talk about the don't pass. It's very interesting that if the pass line on the 4, for example, and you have $20 here, the pass line would pay even money here, but then double money here. The don't pass, if you were to do odds on the don't pass, here, $10 wins 20. But if you were to play the don't pass, then play odds, you'd have to play $20 of odds in order to win $10. So it's a flip-flop or a reverse. You have to risk more money that the 7 comes before the 4 in order to win the same amount. So on the pass line, you bet 20 to win 30. On the don't pass, you bet 30 to win 20. It's just a flip-flop. And that's the same with all of the numbers. Whatever they pay on the pass line, you'd have to play the odds on the don't pass to win what the bet would be here. I hope that makes sense. It's just the opposite. Basically, you bet more to win less, you bet less to win more. But the odds of the 7 coming are very high on every single roll. There's 36 different combinations of the dice, and there's 6 combinations for the 7, more than any other number. So when you bet on the pass line, when the puck is off, the odds are always in your favor for that 7 to come. Once the point is established, now the odds are against you because 7 is most likely. But remember, you can't pick up this bet once you place it down or once the puck is on. Now the next probability of numbers is the 6 and 8. Each one of those has 5 combinations. Now remember, the 7 has 6 combinations. The 5 has 4 combinations along with the 9. But the 6 and 8 have 5 combinations, which are pretty good odds. So let's say you had a don't pass bet when the puck was off, a 6 rolled, and you know that the odds of the 6 rolling are higher, they will always allow you to pick up your don't pass, because even though the 6 and the 8 have a high probability, just like the 7, 6 ways to roll a 7 and 5 ways to roll a 6, the difference of the don't pass is you could actually pick it up. You could imagine if you had $25 on a $10 minimum table and you were playing this, the 6 came up, you can take this down to 10 if you wanted to. You can take it all the way off. You can put it here if you want. But remember, once you put it here, it's locked. It's a contract bet. You cannot pick it up. On a come out roll when the puck is off, this wins on 7-11. It loses on 2-3-12. Right here, this loses on a 7 and 11. It wins on a 2 and 3, but it bars the 12, or the 12 doesn't count. A good way to think about it is it's a push. So here you have two numbers, a 2 and 3 that win. Here you have a 7 and 11 that win. Great odds when the puck is off. But again, once the puck goes on, the odds are no longer in your favor. If it's a 6 and you have high odds, go ahead, back up your bet, and hopefully you'll win. All right, finally, we'll talk about the pass line being the same as the come and the don't pass being the same as the don't come, and we'll explain what that means. Whenever the puck is off and you bet on the pass line, then the puck moves to the next number that's rolled if it's a box number. So let's say a 5 rolled. The puck would move to the 5, and now you have to roll a 5 before a 7 in order to pass. If you place a $10 bet in the come area and say come bet, this is essentially the same thing that just happened with the 5. This bet is the 5. This would win on the next roll, 7 or 11, would lose on 2, 3, and 12. And if a 9 rolled, this, instead of the puck moving, the money would move to the 9, and we have to roll a 9 before a 7 in order to win that bet. Now let's say a 5 rolled and they won. They would get paid here, and now it's time for another come out roll. This bet is always working. If somebody puts $10 here and is hoping for a 7 or 11, and a 7 rolls, this one would win, but that one would lose on a 7 because that one needs to roll a 9 before a 7 in order to win. Let's say a 5 rolled again, and we're out on the 5 again. Here we need the 5 to roll before the 7. There we need a 9 to roll before a 7. Imagine somebody does this one more time, and a 6 rolled. This would move to the 6, and now a 6 would have to roll before a 7 for that one to win, a 9 before a 7 in order for that to win, and a 5 before a 7 in order for this one to win. Now we're going to play the don't pass. This wins on 2, 3, loses on 7, 11, and bars the 12, or the 12 doesn't matter, or it's a push on the 12. Let's say a 5 rolls, just like before. The 5 rolls, the point is 5. Now we need to roll a 7 before a 5 in order to not pass, or to don't pass. Now instead of placing a bet in the come, we're going to do the don't come. So now, same thing as over here. This wins on 2, 3, it loses on 7, 11, and it pushes on the 12. So let's say a 9 rolls. This would move behind the 9. So it's right above the 9. Let's say a 4 rolls so you can see it in the camera. It goes above the 4. And so now that it's above the 4, we have to roll a 7 before the 4 in order to win that bet. Let's say a 4 rolls. This bet loses. If a 5 rolls, this bet loses. If a 7 rolls, then this bet would get paid, and this bet would get paid. So essentially, betting on the pass line is saying that they're going to pass by rolling a number 2 times before a 7 rolls. Playing the don't pass is essentially saying that they're not going to roll their number 2 times before the 7 rolls. Now, some people might say that this is betting against the shooter. It's not necessarily betting for or against the shooter. It's betting with the highest probability for the dice. So why do I not play the pass line? One, the odds are not in our favor except for the come out roll. And two, it's a contract bet and I cannot pick it up. One thing that I like to do, especially if I'm shooting, I would actually shoot from the don't for $25. And then if I roll and say a 5 comes out and the point is 5, then I would place $25 or $24 on the 6 and 8 with $1 extra, and $24 there, $25 here. If I hit the number of 6 or 8, then I would get paid $14. If I place this for $10, even though I have a don't, no 5, then I also have the 5. Then if the 5 hits, I would get another $14. Remember that $1 from the beginning? That would make $25 for my winnings, even though I would lose this. If the 7 hits, I would win $25, losing the 24 and keeping a difference of $1. So with this strategy, I call it light in the darkness. This strategy, you need 2 things to happen. No 7 or 11 to roll
on the come out while the point is being established,
and a 6 or an 8 to hit first. Now you might ask, what if the point is 6 or 8? I would have 25 here and I would put 10 here, and then I would probably put the difference of $3 on the hard 6, hoping that it comes hard. That would pay $30 if it comes hard. If it doesn't, then I would lose this, but I wouldn't lose that money that's out there. If an 8 or a 5 hit, I would make my 6 $12, and then if that hits again, it would pay for my don't. So either way, you need no 7 or 11 on the come out, and then you need one of your numbers to hit, and you place that on. So 2 things to happen, and you are automatically break even. If this scenario went like this, and you were in this place, you know you automatically break even, and all you're hoping for is a bunch of 5s and 8s to hit over and over, and you just collect. Well, you can always check out my light in the darkness strategy and see me roll it out on another video that I have somewhere around here. But until next time, I hope to see you cruising and rolling on a craps table soon. Let's win a free cruise together. Oh, and watch this.
Wait, before you go, one more thing. Like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and become a holy roller with me so I can see you cruising and rolling at a craps table soon. Oh, hey, and check this video out for more tips and tricks on how you can get that offer for a free cruise. Thanks for watching.